Hi guys, welcome back to Crafty Quilting Designs. If you're new here, well, thank you so much for joining me and welcome. Today I have some really great news to share with you. I have bought myself a new sewing machine, and so I wanted to share my unboxing experience with you, and hopefully you can be excited for me too. Now, I have been looking for a sewing machine, a brand new one I should say, for some time now, and a lot of them have been out of stock. Well, I finally decided on the one that I wanted, and it was out of stock. So, excuse me, once it was back in stock, I decided to buy it immediately. And here it is. It's a brother, as it says, brother at your side. Okay, Innovis NV1800Q, and it's a really beautiful machine. So I just really wanted to share it with you, this unboxing, and see what it's like, because I haven't seen it, I haven't opened it. All I've done is literally just crack the top, and it's still sealed, so it's been packaged extremely well. So let's get into this video and see what's inside this box. Okay guys, so let's get to unboxing this thing and see what's in here, because I am really excited. As I told you before, all I did was did the opening at the top, and as you can see, it is completely, let me turn this around, you can see it is completely still sealed in, so they really packed it properly. Right, let's see what's in here. Got my husband's trusty knifey thingy. Don't know what it's called, but it's a knifey thingy. Right, well, we don't need that. Wow, there is quite a lot. Oh, I'm assuming this is the table. Nice big table, isn't it? I mean, I haven't taken out the boxes yet, but it looks pretty big. I tell you, this thing is really in there. Wow. There you go. The question is, can I lift it out? Ooh, look at that. It's still more packaging. Oh, so there are all of my manuals and warranty card. I'll have a good read of that later. I tell you, there was no way this thing was going to get damaged on delivery, because it is pretty well packed in there. Ooh. And this is the actual case covering. So it's not a plastic covering, it's literally a hard top. So brilliant for traveling and going to lessons if that's what you need your sewing machine for. Mind you, I would say it's not a beginner's sewing machine. The plug came stuck into the back. Alright, let's put that on the ground for a minute. Okay, I can see my baby. She's looking good. Ooh, I'm excited. Why am I staring at it? I can just simply take it out. I think the best thing to do is take the box off the table and then oh wow, there it is. It's got some weight to it, so which is good. More packaging again. Press the foot. That looks good. So let me adjust the camera, put everything a little bit more lower, so and I can sit my butt down, and then we can see what's actually happening here. So give me a second. Alright guys, so let's have a look at this piece of beautiful equipment. So let's first of all look at some of the tools that was sent and have a look at it. So I've opened up this and I can see all of the stitch selectors or stitch patterns that it actually has, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. I can already see that there is an alphabet or a letter writing facility and lots of other different functions for really pretty stitches to choose from. I'll have a go at actually trying to thread it and see what it looks like and actually, excuse me, and actually turning it on and see what happens. Okay, so I can see in here already, and I've just dropped something. I can see in here there is a thread cap that's there, and I guess that's to cover that down. And there's another one here. There's another one here. You get a pack of needles, which is, well, this is, sorry, this is twin needles. And oh, and this piece of tool here, which I can only imagine is for changing all the machine foots. I don't know what that is for. Could be a clamp adjustment something, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Let's look at these here. And I dropped, I think you know, they give you a little tool to help you change the needles. I think that's what I dropped there. There's a little cappy thing here. I really don't know what that's for, so put that back in there. Oh, this is the pack of needles, and everything comes in this little pack here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a machine darning foot. Love that, beautiful. And oh, there's a crouching foot as well. I've never done that, but certainly I can learn to do that now. Excellent. And oh, this is really tiny. This is another darning foot, but really small. That is brilliant. I haven't seen this one before, so I'm definitely going to have to read it. Oh, and another spool cap. So in total, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad. Quite pleased with that. So let me count that again. How much machine foot? Now there's quite a few machine foots here that and I really don't know what this is for. I haven't got a clue. I'm sure everything's in the book. So I'll count the crouching foot, and the crouching foot is used, you know, when you've seen people use yarn as a decorative feature on their quilts or like a pattern, that's crouching. I've never done it before, but I guess I'm gonna have to learn now. So I'm gonna count the crouching foot as well as the 2 darning foots. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 machine foot in there. I'll put that back. I can always also see something else. I put all these things back in there because I don't want to have to lose anything. And more little tools here as well. Ooh, screwdriver with a point and a hole in it. So yeah, right. And I can only assume this is I can see there's a walking foot here. And I think this is the walking foot guide that you get for the walking foot. So if you want to have it a particular length, whether it's I think narrow or further away from, you can actually guide the feet. So that's really good. So that's what, 7, that's 8 machine foots altogether, right? I'm trying to figure out what this is for. I think it looks like a spool attachment to something, another spool attachment, because there is one here already, but where would it possibly go? Again, I will figure out where this actually goes. I can only assume it goes on one of these things here because that's the only oh, and it clicks in. So yeah, that's I'm not sure how I would actually use it though. I'm a bit confused by that. I'd have to definitely read that up. I'm not sure how I'll use that, but I'll remove that. Oh, and it comes off quite easily. Okay, so let's put this aside. Also, there is a spool net, a thread spool net. Now, I've never really used one of these. I could only assume that they are for keeping the threads from unraveling, which tends to happen quite a lot once you start using them and you just put them down on a rack or something. Now, I'm going to have a go at threading it. I can see this pipes up there, so yeah, I'll have a go at that. Okay, let's let's open this up and try and put the table on. Now, let me just say, one of the reasons why I wanted to get a new sewing machine is because I wanted one. Yeah, I wanted one, but I wasn't really desperate. I'll tell you the honest reason. Because I do a lot of quilting when I made my, obviously I'm a free motion quilt on my sewing machine. And I have 3 machines. I have a brother, which was gifted to me from my mother-in-law. And I have an old Bernina, I think it's a Bernina Sport 807 or 808, something like that, or 823, I can't remember, but one of the early brands of Bernina, and it's really strong, beautiful machine, so it's really fast. And then I have a butterick, which is what I use for my quilting. So I tend to use the Bernina for a lot of my piecing, etc., and the butterick for free motion. And the other one, I don't really use them that much, to be honest. Right? It's really there because it was given to me by my mother-in-law. And I have used it, but it is not something that I use quite regularly. But saying that, all the machines work beautifully. I get them serviced and I have no problems with them. Now, going back to the real reason why I wanted it is because of the throat space, if I have to be honest. And I think the speed of the machine also. The butterick is fine, but I think it can only do so much. It has lots of, embroidery features and stitching features, etc. It has all of those things. And it can free motion pretty good, as well as the Bernina. The Bernina, the throat space is really small as well. So that's one of the main reasons really why I wanted a new sewing machine. And as I said in my opening statement, I searched and searched and searched. Now, why I stopped on this particular brand is because of all the features it can actually do. Now, I'll try and see if I can go from memory here and see if my brain still works really well. Now, one of the things obviously was the fact that the throat space is a lot bigger than what I currently have at the moment. And that was a number one, as I said. Secondly, I can see here that it has little snizzers. It has the little scissors for snipping the thread, and my other sewing machine didn't have that. And many times when I'm sewing, that was also a bit of a painful feature, having to always snip the thread, especially when I'm free motion quilting, to start at the top, etc., whereas this does it for you. And I'm only going from memory, as I said, from watching all of the instructional videos, which I'll put a link for you, so that if you want to check it out, then you can go and do so yourself. Another feature that it had as well was the fact that it has a light literally underneath the just by the needle there. So not only do you have a light by the throat space, you also have a light by the needle, which I think is very poignant for me because obviously I wear glasses. And as much as I don't usually quilt late at night, I still like that sort of featured and, you know, direct light there over the needles, which is brilliant. Another thing I liked as well is the fact that there's a drop down feature for the bobbin, and I don't have to thread it, so it's just to literally sweep it through and it does the job for you. It also, which my butterick used to give me a lot of problems in reference to the tension. Now this adjusts the tension for you, so you don't have to do anything, and you put in the features that you want, the stitch that you want, etc., and it does all the work. So that was one of the things, another main feature why I actually wanted a sewing machine. And what else? Oh, I did see some examples of free motion quilting and the embroidery as well. The embroidery was really good, absolutely. Another feature that I was so impressed by it was the fact that you can widen the width of your embroidery. or, and I know that may sound really silly, but what I mean by that is that, you know, sometimes on your ordinary machines, if you're doing an embroidery stitch, it will only stitch it so much centimeters or millimeters apart, whereas this one you can widen that. So if you wanted your embroidery features to be a little bit spaced out, you can do that regardless of what you was actually putting in there, or quilting I should say, or embroidering. Another thing is that you can put your own stitches in here. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. So if you wanted to create your own pattern of stitches, you can put it in and save it. Brilliant. So again, be quite useful if you wanted to write something or a special message on a quilt for somebody. You can put that in there and it literally stitches it for you and save it, so that you don't have to keep putting it in again. So yeah, I think those are some of the main things of what I wanted, you know. And I when I found it, I was just so happy. After reading all of the, you know, reviews on different machines, it can get very inundated with all the, you know, information that you had. Now, what I really liked about it is, let me get straight into this, was the actual table size. Now, this is a big table. It's actually double the size of my butterick, which I am so pleased, because as you all would know, when you're quilting, you need that extra space to drag that quilt all over you. So that was brilliant. So let me stop wobble and take things out and see where things go. So let me try and get this out. Well, I can see compartments here, so I'm sure it opens up. So, okay, and look at that. There is more. There is more feet in here. So I counted 8 before. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the one in there 14. Now that is brilliant. And you get 4 bobbins. You obviously get a button as well, so I'll count that as 15. In here there is also, you can see that there, seam ripper. Beautiful. So that's really nice, and I like the little compartment it comes in, so it keeps everything nice and safe. We're gonna have to work out what goes in there and what goes in on top there, and what all of these machine feet actually do. But really impressed with that. Really impressed with that. So I'm gonna put that back there. There's another compartment at the back. Alright, so it's just storage. There's nothing in there. You never know. You might get a surprise. There's nothing in there. So I'm going to try and take this out and slot the table on. Now before we do that, I'm just looking at some of the things here. I've plugged it in, so I'm going to switch it on and see what lights up and how it looks. Look at that, did you hear that noise? Beautiful. Very bright. Now you see what I was talking about, the light. Really fantastic. So you have one here and one there. Absolutely brilliant. So I can see already, and hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. I'm going to try and zoom in for you. Let's extend my hand a little bit. And it seems like you can't see, but I'm going to scrounge it out. So this one here, with my glasses on. This one here is a speed. I'm assuming that's a speed. And oh, I forgot to tell you this. Another thing is what I really want. I'm so excited. I love this machine. It has a pivot feature. What I mean by that is that there is this button here where the little foot is. It actually lifts the foot for you. And I know you may think, well, you can do that anyway. But no, if you're sewing and your hands are busy with the actual fabric, you can just click that very quickly and it will go up and it will go down automatically once you finish pivoting. So that'll be really ideal if you're actually doing embroidery. Okay, now you've got those fine little features, you know, where you need to turn slight little corners and come back again really tightly. So that adjusts it for you. Absolutely brilliant. I've already mentioned the scissors. as I call it, snippers, for cutting the thread automatically, and that's really brilliant. So you can, when you're doing your free motion quilting or any stitching really, it cuts the thread for you, so that you can just start again and move on, which is absolutely brilliant, because it is one of the things I used to, you know, stressed about having to go in, find the thread, pull it up and snip it. So I don't have that worry anymore. Reverse stitch. I'm assuming this light tells me, this green light tells me that my presser foot is up or down. Let me see. My presser foot is down, because when I put it up it turned red. So my presser foot is down. There's already a needle in there. I'm not sure what this button is here for. There's a reverse there. I'm not sure what that button is there for. I haven't seen that one before. Okay. I'm just looking at it. Right, so the features here, which I really don't know about, but I can see there's a first light there, and I can see that corresponds with, no it doesn't actually. I thought it would correspond with that one. No, so that, I don't know, it tells me that I have the J foot on, and I can see the J on the actual machine, and then there's a J there. Okay, so it gives you a lot of details actually. Yeah, pretty impressive machine. I'm really pleased with it. Well, again, let me try and put the table on. That's what I plan to do. Oh, I still haven't done it yet. Right, okay. What I would say is that this machine is extremely sturdy. It's really heavy, and I just love that. You just know you're paying for quality when you actually have a machine that's has some weight to it. It's not going to, hopefully not let you down. Now it's got some legs there to stand up. So there are 6 in total. So I'll open that up. Very big table, so lots of room. No, tell a lie, it's 4. I can't count. Yeah, it's 4. So I'm going to try and slot it in. Before I do that, let me turn it around, because what I haven't noticed is the feed dogs is yet. So I'm assuming it must be at the back. So let me turn this around. Ugh. Very heavy. Yes, and it is at the back. So I can see them here already to lower the feed dog. So that's at the back. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be lifting this too regularly. I'm so happy with this beauty. I think I'm gonna give her a name. I'm not sure what name I'll call her yet, but yeah, I'm gonna give her a name. She's so beautiful. Ah, the machine foot actually went down. Not the machine foot, the needle actually went down. I wonder why. I've obviously pressed something. So let's see. Oh, there's a needle up down stitch. That's what it was. I actually touched it there by accidentally. Okay. Lovely. Right. What I want to try and do is actually thread this. So let me put the table on again for the how many times? 5 times, and I still haven't done it. That's excitement for you guys. Lose concentration. Right, so there's a little hole right there to slot it in. Okay, that's nice and sturdy. There is also a 1/4 inch seam guide right here. Isn't that fantastic? No more guessing. So you actually have a 1 inch, a 1/2 inch, and a 1/4 inch seam guide right in front of you, so you can't get it wrong when you're actually doing your piecework. Okay, so let me thread the needle, or I should thread the machine, and then see how it goes, because another feature for reason for buying this, because of the automatic threader. So I want to see how it actually works, because obviously, again, I wear glasses, and that's really important for me. My sewing machine did have a feature, but it didn't work very well, and that's a lot of things with other machines. Yeah, they have these features, but they're not really functionable. So I want to see if this one is functionable and works really well also. So yeah, let's get some thread. So hold on a second. Hi sweetie, I'll call you back in a minute, just doing a video. That's my husband calling me. Right, here we go. Let's pop this in. Well, notice how I did that, which I don't think I should have done it that way. I think I'm supposed to lift it up and put it in like that, which makes more sense. Excuse me. So I'm gonna just follow the thread guide. Right, so it says over there and under and behind there, and I'm going to come down. Okay, so I'm not sure if I've done that correctly. I'm not sure if I've actually clicked the thread guide at the top. Okay, I'm going to start again. I am going to start again. Let's go there. I don't think I caught the last thread guide. So let's try that again and see what actually happens. Ah! I just learned something. I just learned something. Right, you cannot thread the needle if the presser, not the presser foot, yeah, the presser foot is not, if the presser foot is down. There is a little lever that comes over there at the top that stops you from getting that pickup thread to actually come down to the needle. So once that green light is on, basically what that is more or less indicating, I'm assuming, based on my experience of using machines, is that the machine is already engaged and threaded and is ready. You can start sewing. So if you need to rethread, you will definitely have to lift that and it turns red, and now you can actually thread your needle. That pickup lever. Yep, and I can already feel that it's in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go there, and it has numbers as well. So this is 4, this is 5, and the needle says number 6, so just above the needle there it says number 6, and then there is one that says 7 here. Okay, I've used so much thread, I've literally pulled it out. So let's see. I'm gonna try and put it in again, just going through my experience of using once you handle quite a few, you tend to know how to operate and use them. I'm actually trying to get it in the guide to thread it automatically. Okay, and I just heard something click, so it's definitely threaded. No, I have big hands. So let's see if I can pull it out. Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! I did it! Yeah, I mean I did it with lots of thread to pull through. But yes, I did it. Beautiful. I'm sure I will get much better with time. But I have threaded it for the first time. Just using my TikTok up there. So yay me! Right. Okay, so I'm going to, I can see a little thread trimmer there. Oh, look at that, didn't even notice this. On the side here is number 9. So had I read my instructions, I would have known that, but I just automatically assumed that that's the reason for that. So with my thread guide, that goes beautifully. Excuse me. So I hope you enjoyed let's try it and see. Oh, look at that. Ah, beautiful. So I'm attaching it. Hopefully you can see it going up and down. Excellent. And obviously it changes that, just glimpse that. So red for up, green for down. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, and the only thing though, I think with my pressing foot, and I talk when I say pressing foot, I'm talking about the actual power foot. I don't think it cuts the thread for you. I think this is just an ordinary one. I think if I buy, there's one more model on top of this, I think, or I can buy it separately if I wanted the feet to, you know, some of the feet, some of the power foot, you can actually click backwards and it will snip the thread for you. This one doesn't do that. This is just a power foot. However, it plugs in on the side there, because I've seen it. The reason why I know this is because my butter rig does the same thing. So as I said, once you've handled quite a few machines, you tend to know how they work basically. The let's look very quickly at the, before I go, at the manual, sorry, and see what they're like. So obviously you get your operational manual that tells you how to use the machine, etc. It's quite a thick booklet, so I can only assume it also tells you all the product codes on there for the machine, which is great. Right, so tells you how to set up, etc. Tells you how to wind the bobbin, which I haven't done yet. I'll have to figure that one out. And what's this? Oh, it's a quick reference guide. That's lovely. Saves you having to read through read through the manual. It tells you here, gives you a number of all of the machine feet that you got in your box. So brilliant. Tells you how everything works and what's what for. That's lovely, because obviously half of them I really don't know. 21, let's have a look. 21 was that smaller darning foot. Let me just quickly check. Oh, I'm actually in the part that is not English. Let's find the English. 21, still not in English, but right, I'm gonna have to leave that for another time, otherwise we'll be here all night. Okay, now this one I really wanted to look at, to be honest. I was really quite fascinated with this one. Ooh, this is lovely. It tells you, yeah, it actually shows you and tells you what each feet is for and what it can be made with, or to make. Oh, let me just show you quickly. Look at that, lovely pictures of all of the feet and what they can do. Let's find another page. Look at that. So that is really fantastic. I mean, lots of details here, lots and lots of details. Very, very impressive. Very impressive, brother. Very impressive. Embroidery. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. I am so impressed with this. Okay, guys. So, as I was showing you, I wasn't sure if this cut off, so I'm really impressed with the sewing machine. It's absolutely lovely, and I will share with you an update on how it's working, how I'm getting along with it, and how everything is going well with it. I am very pleased, very, very pleased and happy with my purchase, and I'm really glad I've shared it with you, because we all need to do that with each other, because I know I have been searching for a while to buy a sewing machine, as I said, because I wanted one, not because I desperately need one, but yeah, I'm just so happy that I found one that I'm pleased with. And I would link the description down below in the description box, sorry, where I saw the review from. And then if you're interested in having a brother Innovis NV1800Q, you know where to go get it. So if you liked my video and you were happy with this unboxing, please don't forget to subscribe, share it around. It's really important. As quilters and as crafters, we tell everybody where we found all our information from, and we share it with each other. So don't forget, have a good time. Happy quilting, everybody. Bye.